Hello everybody, welcome to this educative video of mine. As you all know, Benais has been somebody that have been educating people about what the law of Bahrain stands for and what is your right as an employee and as an employer. But yeah, I'm focused on the employee because they are the people that are vulnerable. Now, following the law of the ILO, which is International Labour Organization, an employee is deserved to go to work happily and return back to his or her family happily. Some companies are making sure that doesn't happen. How do they do that? Because your workplaces are not safe for you. Now, they could be a series of accidents. Then, your work posture, what we call ergonomist in safety. So as somebody that had taken a safety course in the budget, I want to educate you that you have right to go to work and come back happily to your family. And now it must not be the physical things around you. It could be your mental health. Your mental health as a worker is also very important. And a lot of managers are trying to play around with the mental health of many workers, especially in the field of work which some of us find ourselves, be it in the banking sector, in the educational sector like teaching, or being a teacher in a classroom. You need to be mentally sound in order to pass out this knowledge. And I want to focus on teachers and tell you what you can do. Now, I have a message from somebody that reads and say, I signed a contract because I was told that every other person has the same salary. But while teaching, I realized that I am being paid the least, even though I'm more qualified than most of the other colleagues, and I have the same or even more load of work compared to other colleagues that are being paid more than I do. And again, there is a setup going around after I raised questions regarding this, and they are plotting to get me fired just because I raised questions regarding my contract. And I am being treated unfairly because of my outburst on trying to see why things are not done fairly. Now, this is a complaint I received from somebody. And I want to address this and tell you, the person, and whoever might be going through this situation, what to do. Now, this is what is happening now. Some managers are not being professional enough to make sure that they have a pay scale that fits everybody. Nepotism is taking over. And now, best beaters as well. A professional setup, which is an institution, which is to educate young ones. You have teachers that are happy and ready to teach. And this comes when the management take care of every needs of the teacher and make sure they are being fair to every teacher. You cannot hire somebody who is 10 years experience and pay the person 1,000 BD and pay the person who is 2 years experience or probably 3 years and pay the person 1,500. What did you use? Now, going forward, talking about plotting somebody so you can get the person fired because the person raised a concern is also not accepted by the law of Bahrain. I would like to remind us that we are in Bahrain where everyone is accountable to the law, and the law shows no favoritism and takes no side here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. I can say that because I've gone through different stories and I've listened to different people explaining to me their difficulties, and I've had them solve their problem through the help of my lawyer. And I got to understand that you just need to go through the right channel and your voices or your problem will be solved in a manner that goes in line with the law. Now, this is what I want to say. If you are working in a workplace and they are fidgeting, there are traps being set, you are raising concern about a problem you're facing in your class or your sector and it's not being solved, and instead of solving it, blames are being pushed to you. Line managers are not supposed to do that. As a teacher, we are in the classroom to give the student the best education using the best teaching strategy and technique that we can. And our managers are there to give us continuous professional development that help us to grow in our career and keep shaping and do the best practice in the classroom. And if you have a worry and you raise a concern and the managers are not ready to either help you, to solve a problem or put in a good disciplinary measures that will help the student to also study and understand that when they go this way or that way, it is going to implicate them and get them into probably issues and might even cause them staying in that school and studying. Every school deserves to have a good disciplinary policies that is in line with the law of the Kingdom of Bahrain, and also that allows students to be able to explore and study under conducive environment. We know they are kids and they are excited, and it is quite unfortunate that these kids are not being guided properly by some management, and rather they take the sides of the kids and forget the professionals and put blames on the professionals. Understanding management is a management that listens the complaints from a kid and talk with his or her employee, knowing that this person you are talking to is an expert, a professional, and is hired to teach the kids. I don't think any teacher who knows what he's doing and has been teaching for a couple of years would want anything that would not be feasible for kids to study. A good manager will listen, and if the teacher is lacking, a good manager will provide solution and strategies to get this class going. A good manager will listen and provide CPD to do what? To help in scaffolding the employees and making sure that the right teaching is taking place in the classroom. A good manager will listen and follow disciplinary measures to make sure the kids are corrected appropriately and the parents are contacted if needed and the right disciplinary measures are taken. But rather, some managers blame it on the teachers, and this has made teachers, most of them, to feel frustrated. And a good management is reflected by the retention of staffs in that management. If staffs keep leaving, the culture is not stable. The kids suffer because they get to be introduced to every now and then they get to be introduced to new staffs, and that's not understanding management. What do you do if you are being treated unfairly? Have you contacted the line manager? Have you contacted the head of department, your supervisor, the principal? Oh, probably they are the problem. Have you contacted the head of school, or let's say that the owner of the school? And if you have been given a solution to it, then good. But if you have walked through these different authorities and the solution has not been given, and probably these authorities are the cause of your emotional distress, your emotional instability, you suffering from anxiety and unable to focus, then there is a solution. The Ministry of Education is a ministry that is available and open to receive complaints from teachers. You have to submit your complaint showing evidence of emails you've written, complaints you've written, and evidence of meetings you've had, and making sure that these things are all detailed, and you submit it through the e-portal of Bahrain.bh, the e-government portal, and under Tawasu. And you can directly go to the customer service after submitting and make sure you bring evidences there, and these complaints will be verified, will be studied, and will be investigated. You are a teacher, not a beggar. You have a ministry that watches over you as a teacher. Teachers should be respected. Teachers are the backbone. They are the center. They are the brain of learning. Teachers are what makes a school a brighter school, are what gives the school a brighter color. And if you are not respected and you're being maltreated, then, or you're being treated unfairly because of nepotism and favoritism, this is what you need to do to make sure that your rights are respected. And trust me, like I said, the Ministry of Bahrain takes no side, and the law of Bahrain takes no side as well. You are a licensed teacher. You've been teaching for a couple of years. You should be treated equally, and you should be paid with respect to your workload and your experience. That is how payments should be done. Have a good day. I hope this helps you. It might be a long video, but you would appreciate the fact that you listen throughout. I'll be signing out now. I remain Ben Ice. For any inquiry, drop a message. I'll be there to reply. Thank you.